Alright guys, so this is going to be my first video in a few months. Just wanted to kind of show how easy a game can be snowballed. So this game went really well. We're gonna go ahead and start off by talking about how the Blitzcrank. Now I was playing Master Yi, but the Blitzcrank here is calling for an invade, and I wasn't necessarily feeling all that comfortable about it, just because Nidalee. I didn't know if we were gonna get there in time, but I had another friend of mine who was playing Ari, and so we ended up just kind of sitting here. We end up seeing this Lux right here. I pinged for the Lux, and the Blitzcrank will end up pulling the Lux right here. I'll get on top of her. Notice the Ari's on the cat. We have a full team, minus Warwick, here trying to attack. That puts these two out of the lane. Okay, so their support and the mid laners out. Vayne and Nidalee are right here. We're able to burn them to get them out of lane here too. Okay. So she runs. This allows me the ability to take this blue. Now I see this ward. I try and take it, but we end up deciding against it. Blitzcrank stays, and I end up being able to take this blue. Okay. Now notice the Lux sitting right here. She's gonna wait a couple seconds because she has this ward. She has that vision. She's trying to catch. She's trying to catch me out. It won't happen though. Nidalee and Katarina will not come in because they know that I have people around. So back to the action. Now this Lissandra actually caused just a little bit of trouble, but I mean, yeah, the BMing was real with this. But she was up against a Warwick, and you'll see how her play actually gets affected later because I end up causing her a lot of problems. So, anyways, let's go back to Master Yi. Here we go. Okay, so I went from blue directly to red. At this point, I'm already level 1, or I'm sorry, level 2. So I just went ahead and got my buff so that I'd be protected. She would have had, Nidalee as the jungler would have had to go to a camp to get level 2 to have any hope of being anywhere near me. Now I saved my smite for the wolves so that I can get that spirit, just so I can see if Nidalee comes over to try and come after me at any time, or even a Katarina. Okay. As you can see, Nidalee's having a lot of trouble right now. She's level 2 and she's trying to take this red. And she's gonna have to run away from it. I have set her back so much on this. Look at that. She has to go back. She can't do anything now. Completely disabled that entire team because of poor decision making. So at this point I'm taking Scuttle, but the bot lane is doing really good, pushing, making sure that they're denying farm, zoning really well. Now it's not too bad right there. Okay, so I'm going to continue farming the jungle. I've got the Gromp next, and on my first clear I really want to make sure that I get all the mobs here. Oh, here's a quick one. This was a really good engage. Let's pause this and rewind it real quick. Okay. Oh, a little slow here. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye right here. Alright, there we go. So, there we go. Alright, so, pause for a second. Okay, so, we go back and we see what happened here. Basically, the Blitzcrank comes up, trying to get a pull up, but he comes up and there's a minion wave right here. Now, Vayne, all she has to do is kind of roll back and make sure that she stays out of the gap, okay? At that point, the Lux steps up, hits some CC, now we're on the run. Okay, we've got a Blitzcrank that's now really low, and he's about to get completely hammered here. Okay, that's a flash into it. We've got the exhaust on Jin now too. Okay, so even if we don't get the kill, we're still going to push him out of lane. Alright? Or at least zone him away from any more experience that he may get. Alright? So that was a really good skirmish. Here comes Ari coming up against Katarina. Alright, causing the Katarina a lot of problems, but right here, boom. And that's just the difficulty that you have with Jin, with him not having a whole heck of a lot of mobility. Now that Jin should have probably stuck under turret, and it would have prevented him from getting that easy kill. Right? Let's check back on Nidalee. She's level 3 finally, okay? And I'm sitting at level 4. She's just now taking her red, though. Just now taking her red. This Lissandra doing really well against the Warwick. I don't know why the Warwick chased that. He probably should have backed up. His Q was down. He didn't need to go and chase. Now Warwick top is obviously not the best top pick, but we weren't necessarily playing in a regular meta, or a high elo meta. And it's obvious from a lot of the mechanics that you'll see. But this is going to show you just a way that you can climb yourself out of bronze. And I know it's cheap playing Master Yi, I know it's cheap doing all this stuff, but at the end of the day, like, you're going to be able to get to a higher level. You're going to be able to play with players who are better, and you're going to actually minimize the amounts of trolls that you'll get too, because there are a lot of trolls in bronze and a lot of people who have a lot more negative attitudes. The BM keeps coming. The burst damage from Lissandra, and you see a lot of that in like bronze elo, and it's kind of annoying that people have now come to the conclusion that if you get one kill and you BM people, most likely they're going to get all upset and they're going to make poor decisions, and so they play very poor sportsmanship. But anyway, back to this play. Obviously the Jin should not have been that far pushed up, but it sets me up to be able to knock this Vayne down. Now I took blue jungle item for that purpose, to slow them down, because Vayne has that increased movement speed. So if they did engage, I could do that and steal the movement speed away from her, so I can steal that increased movement speed. Further, it makes her roll it negates her roll off. And also it's a quick little like last hit mechanism too. But yeah, as Master Yi, always be looking and always have map awareness. Oh, here we go. This was where the Nidalee was coming up and trying to prevent me from take dragon. But this Lux stayed, and that was the biggest problem right there for her. And this is when I start to really snowball. At this point, I am 2-0, and it's only going to get worse from here. Now, they're trying to, eliminate vision, but they don't see how much we've got down here. We've got 4 people down here, and they're going to take Blitz down, but look at what happens after because of it. Okay, so when a Katarina does stuff like that, or when you have people that are like really trying to burst you hard, just go into your W. But we ended up with a double and a single. We went 2 for 3, which isn't bad. Could have gone a lot better, but we really wanted to make sure that Vayne got shut down. Katarina is, it was just a free kill at that point. Jin, again, making the mistake of being too far up when he's that low, but I'm there to protect him, so it's all good. Lissandra is kind of controlling the CS as much as she can, even though Warwick is still beating her slightly in CS. It doesn't really matter because she's got that 2-kill lead, which essentially is going to be about 2.5 waves worth of gold that she has over him. And she's really harassing the heck out of him. Warwick had a really tough game. I don't recommend ever going Warwick top, ever. But I mean, hey, I'm a jungle main, not a top main. You do what you want. Nothing really happens for a little bit, but one of the biggest points that I want to focus on, little skirmish. One of the biggest points that I want to focus on with Master Yi is that you always want to be focusing on objectives when you get a kill. And that's something that I'm using Master Yi for right now to help me get back into the swing of things. I'm using Master Yi to help keep me focused on objectives, getting turrets when I get kills, getting dragon, and also taking out vision too. Like after a certain point, after like your first clear, you want to try and go back and get your red trinket off that missed pull. You want to try and get your red trinket to take away vision from the team, because Katarina being Katarina, we were able to chase her down, and I think Ari gets this kill. Oh no, I got the kill. See, at this point, Lissandra's coming down. I have to get away. I'm looking to come back down here because they're pushed up again. I don't think it really ends up mattering. I think they end up taking the Vayne down. Yep, they didn't even need me. It's at this point that Vayne starts making like some heavy mistakes. Because I'm going to get down here real quick, and it doesn't matter. That was unnecessary. So I come down and I tax. And I'm trying to push the wave in. We've got the lane cleared, so we're doing that. Notice that Lissandra really she wasted a teleport earlier just to come down to mid. I think it was mid, but she did waste a teleport. She could have easily come down and helped, but she's focusing so much on that top lane where she's only gotten 2 kills and she's not getting a whole heck of a lot of CS. She should be, as a top laner, focusing all around the map. She's not doing that, and that's going to cost her team way later because the hyper carry potential that is Master Yi and Ari. Barely dodging the spear there, but good job on Trimede. This is when I come in because I see this happening. Alright, and I'm gonna jump right on top of Nidalee, and we're gonna burn her, and we're just causing her as much hell as we possibly can. When you shut out a Nidalee, I mean, you take a lot of pressure off because Nidalee is a very high damage. I mean, she's been played as like really assassin-y lately, especially with the burst damage that comes from it. And goodbye Warwick. So that's the 3rd kill. I mean, obviously she's not doing too terrible, but it's everything that's going on around. She may be having a good lane against that, but the game is focused around more than just her and her lane. And that's the biggest problem that she's having right now. As a Lissandra with so much CC and so much poke and so much ability to turn fights around, like for you to waste the opportunity by just like, you know, just focusing on a Warwick at top. So the Vayne's caught out. Obviously we want to keep the Vayne from snowballing or getting any objectives, so we go ahead and take that. Ari goes ahead and lets me have that. I'm pretty sure the Lissandra kind of DC'd at that point. I didn't even know she was gone. I was focusing more on the bot lane and the mid lane because I knew that I could feed myself off of the bot lane. Here I am BMing the Nidalee, letting her know that I was in there. I don't know why she stayed in there, but she does jump and get away from us here. Barely. I don't know how that hook didn't grab her. But hitboxes, man. Hitboxes. Anyways, I'm still looking for ways that I could possibly take some things. I'm constantly taking Scuttle Crab. I'm constantly taking Scuttle Crab because that's just extra vision, it's extra gold, it's a movement speed buff for an escape or an engage too in the middle of river. It's really, there's no reason that you shouldn't be focusing on trying to maintain control of Scuttle. She gets pulled in, and this could have gone really bad, but that's a burn flash. Okay, so I'm really trying to rush over because I see that my bot lane's in trouble. There's a low Nidalee, like everybody's low here. I know Cat's coming, I know Ari's coming. I see this whole group, and to me as a Yi, that's gold. That for me is like a perfect situation where I want to be there. And here I am about to jump in. There she goes, and Ari gets the double, and I'm gonna jump in on this Katarina, and just like that, we got 2 doubles off that, and we're going to end up pushing in and taking this tower and saying, you know what, we're done dealing with this. We're done with this pressure that's being put on our bot lane. We need to focus elsewhere. Let's take this tower. Let's take our jungle. Let's take their jungle. Let's deny them as much as we can, and then we can get a free dragon. I believe we get a free dragon at this point. They've got it warded, but it doesn't really matter. Lissandra's just working on taking the tower. There we go. Yep. So, Warwick is doing his best, but he just doesn't have the damage output. See, she's just BMing. She knows that he can't do anything. She got really close to being killed there, but she's just taunting. See, that was a bad idea. That's the kind of thing that you see in low elos where, like, if you get BM'd, like I was talking about earlier, you're gonna get into a mindset of thinking that you can do things that you can't. And look, he's just taking minion damage there. Really easy kill. He keeps trying to zone her, but you can't really zone her. And so what ends up happening here is, this is when I start coming up and helping Warwick. And to me, it's kind of worth it on this kill. Watch this. Is he gonna come in? No, this is when she left. This isn't the PM yet. Oh, what happened here? Let's rewind this bit. Okay, so now honestly, I'm trying my best to recount a lot of different things. Ooh, that was a nasty hit. But it is kind of difficult because this whole game was kind of a haze. Alright, so Ahri gets hit right there. Ooh, she misses that. Okay, that was just a bad situation. She didn't necessarily think that Nidalee was going to come up there. You know, it is what it is. But, I mean, a kill for Ahri is honestly a lot better than a kill for Nidalee at this point. You're looking at a 2-3-2 Nidalee who's really behind. Oh my goodness, watching that Warwick is kind of painful. Okay, so this is important. This is something that you need to watch. So, oops, a little too far. So, getting ahead of myself here. Alright, so, that happens. Notice how I'm denying the farm right here, okay? Back to where we were when Lissandra backed. So, check this out. I'm waiting this out. So I know Lissandra's coming back, but I also know that Nidalee's going to be coming here soon. So I'm waiting it out. I see that Lissandra's going to be up there. She's just focusing on that lane like she's been doing all game. I'm watching my area. I know that this is going to take the Nidalee to a whole nother level of frustrated. I see that the red gets moved. I immediately come back and I take her red. I take the kill. It's an easy goal. It's an easy camp, and that's that. Now, to be able to do that in such a quick fashion is going to take skill. But here comes the real fight. Okay, so I see what's going on here. He's pinging me over. I thought Katarina was going to be coming quicker, but she comes around. She jumps on top of us. Okay, so this is important. This is a part of Master Yi that you have to be. You really need to focus on. Okay, so let's see here. Let's try and... Okay. It's being a little buggy, so we'll have to edit this a little bit. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, that's just me not knowing how to use this replay. So, check this out. Alright. So we'll go back right here. We'll speed this up a little bit. Alright, there we go. Take her. Alright. Cool. Alright, so here we go. This is the Warwick. He's calling me. Okay. Speed it up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so watch this. Watch it very carefully. Alright, she comes in, she gets her ult in, and I Q over to not only miss the effective range of Katarina's ult. God, that's an annoying sound. But I also come over here and get the shutdown on Lissandra for an extra 590 gold for the team. Okay. Next, I go over here. She tries to burst me down, but she can't because I'm Master Yi and I do a lot of percent health damage. Plus, she's really squishy. She doesn't have any armor. She doesn't have anything to protect her. So, one of the big things that you need to that was a really good pull that led into a really great kill on Thane. So excellent, excellent. So now we've got 3 people on the enemy team down. But anyways, back to what I was saying with Master Yi, and again, objectives and stuff. But the third point I want to make with Master Yi is that Master Yi is somebody who's not very mechanically difficult, but he is one of the few mechanics that you do need to know for Master Yi is that you have to dodge skill shots with his Q. Save your Q for when you know a skill shot's coming, because there does come a point with Yi where it was a good kill by Art. There does come a point with Yi where ooh, that was close. Where Yi's auto attacks will actually do more damage than his Q. Okay, so focusing on utilizing your Q to dodge skill shots is going to give you a lot better of a chance at surviving fights, especially knowing that if you can save it and you use it and you actually get in the set, like your best case scenario is that you dodge the skill shot, you kill somebody, and then you get the reset. I hate Katarina so much. You get the reset and you come back. Notice what's happening though with this. Let's pause for a second. See me coming in. I see this group. For me as a Yi, that's kind of like I'm getting all giddy inside. Look at that burned flash. There was no reason for that flash. Get her. We come up, and now this is when. So I use that Q to jump on him. Katarina comes back, makes a poor decision, and I'm able to jump on top of her. And then I can come back over here, use my W to prevent some of the damage from the turret, and then I heal up a little bit. Now, I was gonna wait. It's a good thing I didn't, because there's a ward there that I didn't see. But I'm looking here and I'm looking at the field. I'm taking the Gromp, denying more jungle, and I see this Vayne right here. Alright, I know that if Warwick dies, it's not gonna be a big deal, but if that Vayne dies and is taken off the field, that's fine. I do flash to get onto it, but I consider that worth it. So it is a sacrifice on Warwick, but he gets an assist, he gets some gold. We win that trade because we have that assist gold. Okay, and Warwick isn't worth that much gold because he's been dying a lot. As a matter of fact, he hasn't gotten 1 kill, so he is not worth any gold. So we automatically win that. So I see that this isn't really a good situation up until Nidalee charges in. And then I just take her down. I don't want to go up against that Lux because she's just going to bait me under tower and try and root me. Fourth point about Master Yi, if there is any type of hard CC that keeps you from running, then you, or using your abilities or anything like that, you want to avoid them unless you have somebody with you. Because Master Yi is, the whole point about why Master Yi is so powerful is because of his mobility and his ability to get out of the way of skill shots and stuns. That's why you saved your Q. Because in the event that there's a skill shot that has like heavy CC, you want to avoid that, because if you don't, then what happens is you will get jumped on top of. But I did see an opportunity here. Okay, let me rewind this. That happened like 2 seconds ago. Okay, so I saw the Lux come from here, and she was working her way over. Now, pay attention. So I move up from here, and I'm searching for her. Okay? I'm almost about to back, but I noticed something. I noticed that the Lux is gone. Oh, wait. No. Wrong. Here we go. There we go. We'll just start from here. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Alright, I see this Lux right here. I see the Lux. I'm waiting in here. I'm getting Gromp. I'm taking the blue. I'm denying this. I see this skirmish happening. I see all of this happening. I'm waiting for an opening. I'm getting the wolves. And I'm coming back around because I know this Lux is going to come around. Jump on top of her and melt her. Always, always, always look at your map. Look at what's going on. That way you can really predict where the enemy is going to go. You can catch people out, and that's how you're able to secure objectives, by having less people in the field. They're going to have to cover more spots. That's how you're going to end up winning all these games with Master Yi. So back to where we were. So we only have about 3 minutes left on this video, and as you can see, I'm 18-0-3 right now. All I'm doing is securing objectives and waiting for opportunities to get the enemy off of the field for 30 seconds or more. Because if you can do that, that gives you an opportunity to go ahead and get into... I don't know why she's trying to focus down like that. Katarina could have easily taken Warwick on her own. And because of this, we get both the kills on them. It was a very, very close fight. Lissandra almost got a kill, but as you can see, like, she's so frustrated at this point with the rest of her team, and the fact that she's got an 18-0-4 Master Yi, and she's making poor decisions like teleporting in like that. She honestly shouldn't have done that. What she should have done was she should have stayed in base, and she should have been there to protect and try and catch people out and make a play. Instead, she chose to go way far away from the base with only a Katarina. And unfortunately, Lissandra is technically the tank of their team. And this Nidalee only has now BM'd herself. Look at this. Look at what the Nidalee's doing down there in the board. There's 3 people that are literally just sitting in base now, just using their sightstone because they do not care. They realize this is gone. And that's the thing. Like, you're gonna see this a lot, where people just BM and just give up because they don't think that it's necessary. Now, there is one thing that... Okay, well, I believe, yeah. Yeah, they tried to surrender and they failed. But this is, at this point, we don't really have to be doing what we're doing. If we wanted to secure this game and like end it, we could. We could have done this a long time ago. But what we're doing now is we're kind of just really making sure that nothing's going to be done. We're taking the turrets, we're taking it in here just in case, for some reason, something happens and we get melted. Well, we have to put pressure on them. Notice we're not focusing on Baron too much. We're focusing on inhibitors before we even think about getting Baron. Baron is very... There's certain times where I see bronzes, people in bronze and silver too, they pick wrong times to go for Baron. Look at all those. They pick wrong times to go for Baron. We don't need Baron. Baron is not a win. Is not necessary for a win. Okay. So this is just to pay them back for all the BMing. But knowing what objectives are necessary, what needs to be done, you know, you don't have to get every turret. You don't have to get every inhib. All you have to do is put the team into a position where they cannot defend the Nexus. And that's how you close out games, and that's where bronzes like fail in closing out games that they're winning and they end up throwing. But anyways, I hope this gives you a little bit more insight on how to carry with Yi. I'm no Calcep, but it is like, I think that Master Yi is, if you're looking to climb out of bronze really quickly, I think Master Yi is one of your best picks that you can get for the jungle. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, and you know, let me know what you think. If you like this, I'll continue to make other videos about, you know, good carries to get you out of bronze and silver. Thanks so much, guys. I guess I'll see you in the next video.